No. Hello.
Yo, yo, yo.
I'm going to start some music real quick.
What's up, you guys?
How is everyone doing?
How we all doing today, this Wednesday?
Combative Panda. Johan Atan.
What's up, you guys? Thanks for being so early in the chat.
Hello. Oh my gosh.
We've got a fun build.
I'm just messing with everything. That's okay.
Wow, what are you doing?
Just doing shit. Okay.
How's it going, you guys? We got a fun little stream today. We're going to be utilizing a relatively new Montech case, the HS02 Pro, along with some other stuff from Montech. We've got a really cool power supply they have, the Titan PLA 1200 watt, which is a 80 plus platinum. It looks really good, and it's ATX 3.1 and PCIe 5.1 ready, platinum rated, so I would say it's up there in terms of like reliability. It's got a 5-year warranty, which is always nice and kind of expected with that kind of rated PSU. And then we've got a Montech AIO, the Hyperflow Silent 360, and some other fans. And then being that we're still coming up the cusp of CES and the NBA build, which we just completed. There's still quite a few builds that we need to tear down to get CPUs from them. So we're gonna take a step back of latest and newest of the new hardware. So we're gonna do a Z790 motherboard. This is the Project Zero from MSI. And then we're actually gonna be using a Intel 12900KS power or CPU for this one, and just doing an AIO on this build mainly because we haven't even opened up the case yet, and that was something I'm very much looking forward to because just kind of want to experience the case for the first time with you guys, kind of see what we can and cannot do. I was going to suggest we do our relocated GPU bracket that we're going to come out with and then maybe put on pre-order the next couple weeks, but the case actually has a side power supply mount, so you can't even, there's not even a spot for side intake or even the GPU, so the GPU is going to have to sit in its traditional orientation inside the motherboard or plug directly into the motherboard. And then we're also going to utilize a fun new safety gadget. I'm calling it a safety gadget because
that's what it is.
It's literally for safety. I mean, it's hilarious that this even exists in the first place, but Thermal Grizzly was kind enough to send us their brand new WireView Pro 2, which has amperage on each pin sensing. The only GPU that you can get that on stock is the Astral, which is astronomically, maybe that's why they called it Astral, because it's astronomically expensive. Anyway, that's the only GPU that has per pin sensing. So really cool to mess with this and just see what it's about. Just a few people have done some videos on it already, but we're excited to give it a shot and see how nice it works. And then, yeah, so even with that, you know, we're still gonna be using a 5080 and then some G-Skill DDR5 and a Team Group T-Force Cardea NVMe. And unfortunately, I think the most expensive component of all of this is the RAM, which is just so stupid to say, but we here, and that's how it is. So.
But yeah. Let's see, I'm trying to, I don't know if I'm going the right direction.
I think Willow's just gonna lay here and fart all night.
Do you already smell it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a tooty little pup.
I'm hoping all the sound is good. If it's not, let us know. But I can't hear like the desktop, the music, background music. It feels like it's a little loud. So just holla at me and we will.
Yeah, I want to make sure that our voices are decent too. I feel like they're a little low.
Yeah, I think we're okay.
Okay.
But we'll see until somebody tells us otherwise. But yeah, how's everybody doing? How's everyone's 2026? We haven't seen you since,
Last year, right?
well, no, we streamed during CES.
That's right. A few days before,
Yeah,
right?
and then we took 1 week off, and it literally feels
Yeah.
like it's been a month.
It really does feel like it's been forever.
You know the meme that's like, oh, January's almost over. What a year it's been. I feel that.
That's definitely how we feel. Yeah. And then obviously we've got this fun build still set up for display. This is a really fun project we did with AlphaCool and OCCT for CES 2026, showing off OCCT's new software. And I think we're going to be working with them again in the future, which is really cool because they've got a really cool software suite.
Huge shout out to AlphaCool. They treated us really well during CES this year. They're just some of the most like passionate, hardworking, ambitious, wholesome people over there, and we just really greatly appreciate our relationship with them, and along with all our other partners, but AlphaCool really just stands out. In fact, this year they even had at their booth, so they had a booth with OCCT, is it Titan Rig?
Oh yeah, Titan Rig, well kind of. Titan Rig built one of their rack mount systems to show off all of the AlphaCool stuff, because AlphaCool also employs quite a bit of enterprise products within their catalog, obviously because of all the data centers, right? And it's kind of funny because with that, and like with all this hardware being bought up from AI data centers and large language model machines and stuff like that, I do kind of hope that at least these water cooling companies are going to make a good amount of money and build a very strong foundation of funding for themselves, because yeah, on the enterprise side, it's very important. I mean, if anything, it's crucial and absolutely necessary for some of these high-end server racks and data centers, but
Something's got to house the storage.
yeah, well, something's got to cool the storage.
Cool the storage, yeah.
So,
but
I hope that the water cooling companies are doing good, because I just want water cooling to persist forever and ever.
And if you guys don't know this, if you weren't tuned into our CS streams, I think that the water cooling, this is our moment. I really do feel like it's our moment. And I would say even 6 months ago, not even, we had people on the internet saying, water cooling's not necessary. It's such an expensive
Water cooling's
thing.
dying.
Yeah, it's dying. Water cooling's dead even. And it's just like, it's not. And it's going to be like the one thing that carries this hobby for good, I think, until this AI stuff dies down. I did read that they're like, we need people to use AI or else it's not going to be a thing of the future. Like, I don't know. Is it Sam Altman? I don't know. I tend to forget names of insignificant people in my life. It wasn't him. It was like another person. I think it was like a ChatGPT guy. But he was like, we need users to buy our product or else we're not going to be able to roll out AI the way that we want to. And it's like, good.
Yeah,
Good.
well, it's funny because literally no one asked for this or wanted
We're
it.
losing $12 billion. Good riddance. So, anyway, I was saying AlphaCool, Inno3D was also there.
Yep.
AlphaCool had a whole banner for us, for Liquid House, at their suite this year, and it was like a fun little bio about us, as well as our like web store and our website in general.
Yeah, super cool. That
just-
was not something we were expecting.
Yeah, super neat, and like, I can't stress this enough. If you're in the industry, like, we really need each other more than anything right now, and we need to be good to each other right now, because we're going to be hoisting each other up until we get through this hump of a time period. So
Yeah, seriously.
it was really cool to be honored in that way, and yeah. Well, do you want me to clear off some of these things? Do you already go over everything that we're doing? Sorry.
Yeah, no, I guess, yeah, so we can move some hardware over and then we'll lay down that work mat.
Okay.
and then we can start putting stuff back.
Got a really fun little work mat here from Thermal Grizzly. We actually have 2 of them, and I wonder if we should give one of them away in some capacity, because it's kind of a fun little work mat.
It is nice.
I'm like, I don't want to do giveaways, but I'll do a giveaway.
I was not expecting that.
I know. John's face looking at me was like, the hell are you talking about? I don't want to do giveaways, guys. I don't. But
There are plenty of other creators that do giveaways daily, it seems like.
yeah, they're going to become less and less, though, I think, as time goes on. Yeah, we love Alpha Cool. We love Alpha Cool. They have some really new cool products that I believe we covered on our CES streams. I say I believe because I'm pretty sure I fell asleep during that moment.
You absolutely did. And it's on YouTube, you guys. So if you want to play it back, you will see Ellie fall asleep. And that was the last stream we did for CES. Because everything after that, we were just way too tired.
God, it is physically exhausting. John and I are old, guys. We're really old. And we can't keep up with the Vegas life anymore.
All right, let's see what this case is about.
I know, I'm tapping on it. I like it. They're tinted glass. Tinted glass.
God damn it.
God damn it, tinted glass.
I know, I could definitely do without the tinted glass.
It's fine, but no more tinted glass.
It's just funny because you spend all this money on hardware. You choose to get a glass case because you want to see the hardware, but then they tint it.
It's fine.
And I feel like that's counterproductive to the goal of what maybe some people want.
And it's not just Montech doing it. It's like literally everybody.
It's got like a nice
little lifty thing.
Oh yeah, it's nice and magnetic.
Hi, Bob. Hi, Ryan.
Yeah, what's up, you guys?
We hope you guys have a great stream tonight. We
you
will
guys are
watch
streaming tonight.
We will watch the thing with our morning coffee tomorrow, as per usual. Yeah, absolutely. Hotel streams, maybe Computex 2026. I don't know, Ryan. Are you going to be at Computex? Is that a thing that is in your line of sight for this year?
In your purview.
I'm trying to see if I can make this bigger, the chat bigger, because I can't see from behind.
I know, I can't see anything. It's very small.
Yeah.
Small,
and I'm blind.
All right, so I'm gonna try and get this glass off so that we can see inside this thing.
Zoom out, zoom in.
Okay, so it seems like all these panels are magnetic.
Oh, I like a magnetic panel. Okay, that's big.
Yeah, even the front, that's nice. Easy.
If
Easy
anybody
disassembly.
hasn't watched Think Computers live streams, they're a good one.
Great discussion based.
Yeah, great. And the organization that these two have is like beyond what John could ever have.
Excuse me, way to drag me.
I'm good on staying on topic.
Damn, there's like no sag on this corner, on this far right corner. Even though it's floating.
Ryan doesn't like planes, no Computex for him. Honestly, fair, and it's also coming from the East Coast. That's a long plane ride. I was thinking yesterday about how I have successfully gotten on that plane now 6 times to cross the Pacific, and I guess what does it change into? What ocean does it change into? Is it all the Pacific?
Yeah, it's just the Pacific.
All the way from coast to coast?
Yeah.
Flying over the Pacific Ocean for 14 hours is not for the weak.
It's so unnerving, you guys. Just flying
Where do
over,
they
but
land?
nothing but ocean.
Nowhere. I mean, we do go like Alaska, right? So if the plane were to crash, they have about an hour to do it, and for some safe landing.
Yeah.
But yeah, coast to coast, island to island.
An island? What do you mean?
Like continent to island.
Oh.
Like the U.S. to the island of Taiwan.
I gotcha. Yeah.
There's nothing in between.
I mean, I guess you could. I guess you could just say coast to coast, right? I mean, yeah, sure, it's an island, but it's still a coast of an island.
Yeah, it
like,
is.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm really excited for this power supply. I think we should use it in... So we've got 2 power supplies that are good looking and are spec'd really high, that are also white for when we upgrade your pink ISO. And I was either thinking this one or that Superflower one. Because I think...
I need to get myself a 4090. I don't even care. Maybe a 5070 Ti.
You have a 50 or 4090.
White?
Did you mean a 5090? Or do you want an air-cooled one or do you want a water-cooled one? You can take the one out of your NV7.
Oh, no, not for my ISO. That's my second build.
Okay, I gotcha.
5070 Ti, as if they might exist.
The unobtainium card that
Yeah.
apparently has become such a hot item these
Yeah.
days.
I don't know. I'm a creature of habit, and I'm fine with a 40 series card. There's a couple comments on our Dylan Harper build that's like, why doesn't he have a 5090? Well, A, there's a lot of reasons why. B,
Forward that to ASUS.
but B,
It's ASUS's decision.
what is really the difference between the 5080 and the 5090 that a pro basketball player will use?
Right, actually utilize.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy plays Call of Duty, NBA 2K, and he says he's going to get on Arc Raiders. We were convincing him of doing Arc Raiders. Apparently, a lot of the other teammates play Arc Raiders, which I thought was really funny.
It's like such a good game. If anyone hasn't played Arc Raiders,
Like, I was kind of expecting him. I was like, so what games you playing? He's like, oh, definitely 2K.
yeah, definitely 2K.
Doing Call of Duty. And I'm like, are you not playing Arc? He's like, man, all the teammates are playing Arc. I'm like, then what are you waiting for?
Let's
Like,
do it.
come on, man. So,
I'm already pissed at this cable management.
I mean,
It's fine.
but
it's
up
just
here,
like everything.
look at this, because we're looking at all the RGB fans that we are going to yank out. So we're going to also try and do a Panda build on this. I thought it would be cool, so I had asked Montech for like white fans. It was really funny because at one point they offered these they had called them metal something fans, but these are the fans that go on the AIO by default, and I really like this concentric ring that they've got attached to the blades, like maybe 80 or 90% outward of the fan blade length themselves. And I feel like, I mean, I just really like the look of them. I don't know how they perform. Obviously, we'll find that out. But at one point or another, they offered them by themselves. And I was like, I want to get a lot of these fans because I think it would look good in this case. And they had said that they don't have the fans anymore, but they could send multiple AIOs and we could take the fans off of them. So we're definitely going to ditch these stock fans because we're going to do white AIO, white fans. And that's why the Project Zero, it's a really light colored brushed silver. So we're gonna try and do a Panda with this, but we are limited a little bit towards what kind of hardware we have based on what kind of CPUs we have available.
I'm gonna start taking the stock fans out.
Yeah.
It looks like there's like a cage that we can take out from the back side.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
because
think this whole thing just comes
Yeah.
out. I gotta undo all these cables in here because they have like a fan hub that's like right in front of the grill, which is an interesting choice. But
this is very cagey. Everything about this is very cagey.
reset switch. Why do they have a reset switch? I'm unplugging all of this. We'll figure it out later. Also going to change the camera angle on the case and zoom it in so people can see more of the case. I'm excited to set up that stream deck so that we can swap camera views on the fly.
Yeah. What is the price of this case, USD? Do you know?
Let's find out. I did pull it up.
So is a good starting point.
So on Amazon.
Wow,
this case is $94.
Okay. Well,
$95 on sale right now.
I will put if anyone
That's
is
impressive.
interested.
A
Yeah.
sub $100 case.
Did you say $700 case?
Sub $100.
Oh, sub 100. I was like, what the? How did we get from
It's 95
to
to $700.
Like what is this? An Inwin special?
You're so funny. You said you'd take the cage off, and then you just started taking the fans off directly.
Oh, I didn't realize that I could.
I think you can take this cage off.
Okay,
from the
so
top.
I was judging by this.
No. Actually, I guess you could, but I don't know if it matters, actually. I think that...
Oh, yeah. You're right. Whoop.
Interesting. Okay. And there's threads on this end, which are interesting. Are there threads not on this end?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, that is weird. Okay.
Are those even threads, though?
I don't know. I'm definitely going to pull this hub off of this because I hate how the hub is right behind this mesh. I want this mesh to be like kind of clean and simple. And
Did I screw myself here? Oh no, I was trying to put them in. We need a tray so bad.
are you posting on our Discord that we're...
Yeah, I did earlier. Not that we were live, but that we were going to be live.
Okay.
Chat's quiet, but I'm not mad. Oh yeah.
I was going to post on Instagram, actually.
Yeah, post on Instagram. So the bottom is not like a bracket that you take out to take the fans out. You take them from the bottom as well.
Yeah, I think we're definitely going to have to flip the case around. And...
I don't think those are threaded. I think it's just a... Maybe if you want... I don't know. Never mind. I mean, it could be like modular, right? So if you wanted to mount the fans inside, like there's enough space between the I/O.
Look at a different angle on the case.
Ow, stepping on those cables hurts my feet so bad.
I'm really sorry.
That's okay. Do I have a box, an empty box somewhere? Whoop. No. But I do have this that I'll just use the top of in the meantime. Do we have our trash bin in here?
No. Here, I'll take it though.
There's pokies in there.
Okay.
Do you want me to take the bottom fans out too?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll take all the fans out and kind of see what the case is like.
Okay, so yeah, right here we obviously have a dust filter, a removable dust filter that you can access the case fans from. Oh, it's magnetic. That's nice. I do like magnets. I do like magnets. interesting. Blink. Do we have adequate fans for the whole case?
Yeah, I think so, because
5 and then the AIO?
no. No, we're gonna have to use some different fans actually. But we do have some fans that they sent us, and I'm curious about what they will look like in the build. But they are white, so let's find out.
I have very Mod Podge of different color components for this build. It's good, it's good.
So these are definitely just basic white fans.
Woo. Woo.
I think they could look good. It's not, man, now that I think about it, we didn't get enough fans. They didn't send us enough.
Do they not have fans with the AIO?
Just the 3, so that's 6 total, and we need 8.
And there's a 3-pack right there too.
Yeah, but they don't match.
Uh,
These are just very basic, plain looking fans. So, what do you think? Do we use other fans?
nah.
No.
No, I'll just use what they give us. Fan's a fan. Just trying to situate this. There's a lot of everything going on here. Oh,
Unplug that. Just yank that shit. Get out of my face. We still have a bunch of stuff to unplug underneath.
oh yeah, I was just looking at what we've got going on. Like, look how crazy it is over here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I just crushed. Oh, whoa, whoa.
Yo, what up, Warrior? We're not giving this PC away. We are basically taking a deep dive into what this case offers you. As a normal PC builder, we're doing a preliminary AIO system on this build. More times than not with our streams is we'll do a preliminary AIO system, and then we'll come back around and do a water-cooled system after we kind of learn the ins and outs of what this case is. This is the first time we've really messed with this case. We just opened on stream.
Hello, Anthixius. Hi.
Yo, what up, Ramis?
Hi, Ramis. How are you doing?
Thanks for being here, you guys.
Yeah, thank you so much. I used your pen the other day.
Every time we write out an order.
Yeah. It's like always the pen that's in. It's crazy because we have one of them and it's everywhere. It's all over
Yeah.
our house.
Yo, what up, Smoke?
Hi, Smoke. Happy
Happy
New
New
Year.
Hope you're doing well, man.
Yes.
This is
Yes, Anthixius.
this is not going to go with the color scheme.
No,
It's
none
like
of it
damn
is.
near the color of the. Oh my gosh, I can kind of just like rest it here. Yeah. That's funny.
Powder coat's a little interesting on this.
Well, this is plastic.
Oh.
Oh wait, no, this is metal. This
Like,
is metal. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I see that. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, the finish kind of changes from satiny to matte.
Yeah.
I mean, this is, I would say in terms of, especially right now, this case is on sale for $95 on Amazon.
And it's got RGB. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, the fact that it's so cheap, I would say, yeah, you get what you pay for, but at the same time, this case seems pretty well made, other than like maybe
Yeah.
the finish, right?
It's none of it's okay. The sides are plastic, but that's about it.
Yeah, but that's because they got this like cool,
Yeah, that would
rounded.
be really hard to do
Yeah, very hard to do
Yeah.
with metal.
for sure.
Okay, so we got all case fans out. I'm gonna pull this hub off because I hate it.
Okay. Yeah, I have them bookmarked in my phone on Chrome. Once I'm able to afford myself a nice couple $100 pen, I will be doing that. That's when you know I've made it, guys. Yeah, with no snow in Utah, looks like we may be canceling our February trip up there. Sad.
Oh, bummer, man.
I know, it feels like, and this has nothing to do with you. I'm just saying in general, tourism is at probably an all-time low. It's funny because I was dropping John off at the airport the other day, and we are hosting the Winter Olympics again. We hosted it in 2002, and now we're going to host it again in 2034. And they put up, like, they redid the airport for it. They put up, like, a Olympics 2034 thing. And I'm just like, I'm delusional. But, like, the average Utah planner is, like, 10 times more delusional than me. Because I'm like, there's no way that we're... At this rate, we'll not be having the Olympics.
Because last year the snow wasn't that great either.
No, it's been like, I mean, I guess 2-3 years ago we did have a good amount, but we haven't even had a single big storm. And for reference, guys, Utah is high altitude. We're at 4,500 feet where we're at, or maybe 4 now. But like up until the hill of the mountain, it's like 4,500. And then like the highest peak is like 10,000 feet elevation. So we're pretty high up there, and it's like averaging 50 degrees. Like today was 50 degrees and sunny, and yeah. Do you guys have a website where I can buy any case and fans to upgrade my PC? We do not. However, we do have recommendations on our Amazon storefront, and I do need to update those. Like if you have a want or interest in working on it with it or buying any of the cases that we worked with, that is where you'd find that. We do have some cases right now. The only one up there is ISO. We plan to release 2 more custom chassis this year at least, but those are not yet available.
Right, and one of them will be that one, the EXO, which is on
Our
display
next
right
one.
now.
So that will be probably coming out. It's Q1, so sometime Q1 in the next couple of months.
Yeah, I got to do one final revision on it. This is a prototype. Wanted to make sure they got all the kinks out of the design so that when everyone else starts building with it, you don't immediately run into some sort of insanely niche, complicated issue that maybe only us would have no problem dealing with.
Yeah.
But other people would be like, why did I pay for this?
I can't say the same about our VOA chassis.
Yeah,
However, that's going to be like an expert level chassis. Guys,
I wouldn't even say expert level.
You don't think so?
No, but this is the only other one. Here, let's...
Here's the thing. Okay, the loop that we did for Dylan Harper's build in this chassis was by far the most complicated loop that we have ever done on camera. And maybe that added an extra layer of complexity and difficulty.
This thing is dusty. It's been sitting for a few weeks.
But it did make me think like, holy shit, we need to reevaluate some of these things. Because if somebody wants to replicate that loop, you've got to have the strongest fingers in you have to have like Thor fingers and, but also small Thor fingers.
Nimble, just strong yet nimble.
Yeah. January there was probably snow last year, but certainly not as much as we're used to getting. I was saying earlier, October, back in the day.
Yeah, normally we get snow around October.
In October. My birthday's October, early October, and it would snow on my birthday sometimes. It would snow on Halloween sometimes. And now...
Here, can you move those panels?
Yeah, you want me to put it here?
Put this here.
So yeah, this is our VOA, our variable open air chassis that we did with Dylan Harper.
But it's set up in a completely different orientation, as you can tell, which is where the variable comes from.
Yeah.
But
yeah, this thing is a mean case.
Yeah, this thing's pretty dope. We had it set up on a pedestal piece, which we do have right over there. But you can set up in different orientations. So where we had the radiator to mount on the top and bottom, you can remove the bottom radiator, set it up as a foot, have a top radiator right here. You've got an adjustable bracket for a radiator right here as well. And then you could have an inverted motherboard, or you could even sit it down like this if you want. It'd be really hard to plug stuff in, but obviously the chassis design isn't done, so it would be cool to have some sort of feet that you could attach at the bottom. So if you wanted to set up like this, you could set up like this as well.
Kind of HDMI cable.
Yeah, they make right angle ones.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of.
I know, right? There's not.
Yeah. This one, I feel that it's great. It's wonderful. There's just, I feel like, a level of complexity that even the ISO didn't have.
Really?
I really do. And I could be, okay, we did this build. We got home on Saturday the 10th. We slept for one day.
Literally one day.
And then got back at it Monday. Filmed it Tuesday after like planning it out on Monday. And Lord.
Here, let's see.
We were like racing against the clock for doing this. So that could have like triggered me and like clouded my judgment.
So like using the right stuff, right? You could have a radiator mounted right here. Right, you'd have a 280 mounted up here. Obviously this is not a 280, but imagine a radiator mounted up here, and then you could have a radiator mounted right here. And it could be a pretty dope little thing. And I would say a 280 plus a 360 is plenty for a loop. Even both a GPU and CPU only loop, to be honest with you. So two radiators on an open air chassis is going to be more than enough for performance for 99% of the people out there. If you're doing extreme OC, then at that point I would definitely recommend this bad boy, the EXO, in which case you can do all sorts of crazy stuff with that one. That's a fully modular rail system on the EXO that you can essentially do a bunch of, you could do vertical radiators, so like there's horizontal radiators mounted, and obviously we've got a distro mounted in the front, but if you wanted to set it up completely different, you could literally do stacks of vertical radiators and have a wall of radiators around your hardware if you're doing like extreme OC overclocking and stuff like that. So by the middle of this year, I think we'll have definitely quite a few options for a lot of people who are looking for doing different stuff, or if they just want to change up and do something fun and exciting instead of a glass box case. But yeah, no, this is pretty dope. We're very excited about this. This is definitely V1 for right now, and V1's not going to be the final product, but this is kind of the direction where we're going.
I'm putting all these screws in this little box right here.
Okay. This original design actually came from a chassis design we did.
It was our first custom chassis.
Yeah.
For Lancelot.
No. His Watson.
His Watson.
Yeah. So it was for an Intel event and for his Watson big Apex streamer, and it was an hourglass design, and so I kind of wanted to redo the hourglass design, which is kind of what you're looking at here, right? This is an hourglass, but we're changing the name. It's not gonna be hourglass because we like our 3-letter acronyms for our chassis.
Yeah.
But
yeah, she's probably my favorite case so far. I will say. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's pretty
just,
dope, and it looks good
especially with
in white
the pedestal. Whew, the pedestal, but again, challenging. Maybe ask me in 2 weeks after I've recouped.
Yeah.
Entirely. Maybe I'll feel that that's not as challenging as I'm saying. But yeah. So if anybody is just joining, you're gonna see us do some stuff with these fans that we normally wouldn't do, and by that I mean to use 2 different types of fans.
Yeah, I'm not too jazzed on doing 2 different fans on this case, but
we're just working with what Montech sent us.
Yeah, Montech didn't really give us a choice here.
That's okay.
I kind of want to mount the motherboard first and get like an idea of the vibe. And it's a good thing that this case is BTF compatible because I didn't verify that. I was like, oh yeah, we'll just use that motherboard, and this case could have very easily not been BTF, which is actually nice to know that a sub $100 case is
BTF.
Yeah,
I mean,
reverse connector compatible.
Where they lack in material, they make up for in lasering costs. So.
Oh yeah, and they also have this really cool. So Leon Lee makes a really nice accessory for combating GPU sag, but Montech seems to have integrated into their case design.
Oh, that's cool. I see. I see.
So wherever it's at.
Ooh, I like that clearance.
I know. The rubber pad's a little crooked. That'll drive my OCD insane. Maybe I can peel it off. And completely botch the adhesive. But it's got to be straight, man. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so implemented a very stealthy bracket for supporting the weight, which is kind of why I was like, okay, grabbing the 5080 because it's so large and it'll handle it. But yeah, no, man, it's so interesting. More and more case manufacturers are excluding the standoffs from final install. Whoa, you have to pull this off to get the board in there.
Oh shoot, okay.
That's wild. So it like kind of hides part of the board.
It's interesting, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it off.
I haven't seen that before. Oh, yeah. The ATX standoffs are way down here. It's just because they covered it up with that plate. I've never seen that before. Yo, Dynamics.
Hey, Dynamics.
Yeah. I think there might be. We are still kind of in the process of trying to work out a potentially pretty cool deal with the ISO. I don't know the status of that.
Yeah, I feel like we'll know more after Computex, which is still, what, 4 or 5 months away?
Yeah, I know, there's a while away.
Maybe if the stars align, we can figure something out sooner. Let's just put the best vibes out there. Because
I mean, we could, it sucks because we could do another small run, but if we do a small run, the pricing is going to probably change. The pricing is already it's already high. It's way higher than we wanted it to be, and it's because of these freaking stupid tariffs on aluminum and steel. If we had done this a few years ago, those ISOs would have been $250, and that's where we wanted to price the chassis at. They're only priced the way they are just because they're so expensive to make.
Yeah.
And
we would change the design because obviously I think a huge part of the selling factor for the ISO first edition is that it was a limited run chassis, and I don't want to misguide anybody who purchased theirs already, and there are 30 customers out there that have theirs, so or 29 because we have the 30th one.
It's hard how I feel about that though, because I would hate for there to be such a small run of them total with different variations. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's not like a huge variation. I think that it would just be some design tweaks.
Yeah.
But,
minuscule.
Yeah. But yeah, we are absolutely working behind the scenes on trying to bring the ISO back in some capacity. And if there's anybody who's listening that does have an ISO and has some feedback on that, obviously I would like to hear what you guys have to say. If it doesn't bother you at all, that the first edition is no different than the second edition, then that's great. I mean, and maybe, I don't know. I'm just not in the game, in the business of screwing anybody over, I guess, is my thing. Yeah. Yeah, that is the estimated timeline. And the people that we would be working with, obviously there's benefits to working with them. They have better manufacturing relationships or they do things in-house. And so they're able to manage production a lot better than we are, because everything we do it from our house. So we obviously have to outsource a lot of this stuff. And we work with companies who have high volume manufacturing quantities, I suppose. So we're kind of battling with that as well. It's like there's a lot of what if the colors are different from the new release. So okay, there's a technical thing for that, and we learned this with my pink ISO. My pink ISO was a prototype ISO, and it is not made of 304 stainless steel. And because of that, we ran into some challenges with counterweighting with the build. And obviously we were able to we basically preloaded it heavier than we would want to be able to counterbalance the hardware a lot better. And to powder coat 304 stainless steel seems counterproductive in our opinion. But you need the strongness,
the tensile strength,
of the 304 stainless. So I don't know, it's kind of like a double-edged sword that we're working with here. That said, I don't know, we paid a lot of money for that one ISO to be powder coated. I think it was like $250, so it was not cheap. So for a $400 case,
on top of the $250.
On top of it, so that would puts that $650. Like, holy moly! Obviously, if you were doing more quantities, that would lower it quite a bit, since they're not just having a special run for a single quantity item. But yeah, the option is there. The pink ISO has turned out stunning. It would be stunning in white. It would be stunning in black. It would be stunning really in any color.
I really want to do
a purple one.
A dark, like midnight purple.
Yeah, with some nice
really
flake
bad.
in there.
Yes, I very much want to do one of those.
We also don't powder coat here. Like, that's not an option for the community that we live in. I don't think that's for the city that we live in. What would be cool for stainless is to heat it up so it changes color.
Oh, you may be referring to how titanium does that with heat.
Like that rainbowy effect that it does. That bronzy rainbow effect. Yeah, that would be crazy. That's funny because...
See, but that would be something I would want to see someone else do as like a flair for their own ISO. Like,
that's what I was about to say.
We've got a few people that are
polishing
their ISOs to like a mirror finish, and I cannot wait to see what that looks like, because it's going to look insane.
Yeah. Do we have SSD in there?
No, we don't. We haven't done anything to the board yet. We're going to have to do it all in the case, and that's fine. But we're also going to get rid of this heatsink for the NVMe, because the NVMe that we have has a heatsink installed on it already, and I kind of don't want to pull the drive from it.
Okay.
And Willow stinks.
I know, I thought that was like my feet for a second,
no,
but I just got out of the shower.
It is 100% Willow.
Like, damn, do my feet stink?
No, this is
my feet
Willow.
never stink. Okay.
They're stinky, farty dogs.
Stainless turns purple at 540 degrees Fahrenheit.
All right, that's awesome.
That's great. I didn't know that.
I didn't know the exact temperature, but I knew that stainless would do that too, but I referred to titanium because a lot of, like, if you, in the automotive world, all the guys that do titanium exhaust, like on the supercars and stuff, they're running like twin turbo setups and stuff, and so they kind of look forward to the titanium exhaust changing colors and stuff like that because the heat gets so intense.
I bought those on GTA a couple of times. What would be nuts is an iridescent blend. Yeah, like chameleon would be pretty cool. I mean, the possibilities are endless, and they're not endless for us, unfortunately. We're pretty limited, but that's just because it takes a lot of money and effort, my friends. This is not an cheap. It's not very DIY, pocket wallet friendly, but
right.
I do fucks with the iridescent. And I even like the idea of it turning purple. Does anyone have a torch that we can borrow? No, I think we have a torch.
It would be really hard to have like a consistent finish with the torch because the torch is so specific on the direction of the heat.
Yeah. I do have an airbrush.
That's true, and Ellie's getting really good at it.
Yeah.
We're very excited to have the airbrush now.
I do love my airbrush. I keep her in a little special box. Clean it every single time. I don't even do that with anything else that I own. I love that thing. I was going to go grab my laptop so I can add some of these things to our Amazon storefront if anyone is interested.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, CPU install time. We're rocking the 12900KS Core i9. So obviously it's an older CPU, but honestly, I gotta say, the 12900KS would probably be just fine in a lot of people's systems, especially if they're playing at a higher resolution where the GPU is going to do more of the heavy lifting anyway. A lot of the CPUs start to act very similarly, other than like 1% lows.
Thank you. What you guys do with these custom releases is awesome. Oh, thank you. No, it's not cheap to take the overhead. And we kind of got some insider information about, oh my God. Terrifying. Sorry. Jump scare.
You're like, where's the camera coming from? I don't really care or know.
There's 3 cameras in here. How am I supposed to know?
At any given moment, it can always change.
If anyone knows anything about like case labs, it's a very good example. And I won't go into any details because I don't know how much is public and what's not, but basically the cost to continue production on case lab cases is more than what a rich person wants to take on. So if that's telling, where did I put my laptop? I sat on it.
Oh my God.
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I was wondering
Your
why the
silence is scaring me.
I just sat on my MacBook, guys. Where is it? Under my ass. I don't even like picking it up with uneven tension. Fudge.
What?
No, we're good. Everything's good.
Oh my God. I wonder if AppleCare would ever even attempt to okay that repair.
There's more than one bitch in the world who sat on her MacBook Pro.
This is true.
The way that I panic, though, jeez Louise, this. Yeah, no, everything's fine.
Okay.
The fat ass sitting on this thing, though, I will say. Okay. If Ellie wants another ISO white base with a pink luminous, oh yeah. Fuck. I think that our powder, and this is kind of another thing, is like our powder coater is like somebody that we've only gone to once or twice. So the rapport there is not like super significant. I would have to find somebody who does like automotive paint probably. And somebody who, and like, it's like 2 things, and wants to take on like a special type of project.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of the powder coaters in our area are like very industrial based, and so they'll do like, gotta say, the most common color they do is matte black because they're painting a bunch of different stairwells, and
rails.
like, right, just like random stuff you'd find in buildings and stuff where they just need to be powder coated black or something. Like they don't really do anything crazy.
Man, the new Case Lab owners still haven't done anything with it right. Yeah, no, they haven't. Ooh, Congratulations on the beach too, though. That's kind of a steal. A good timing purchase. The Case Lab owner in Sweden is throwing in the towel. I don't think they're throwing in the towel, but they might be. I don't know. It's just expensive. It's a really expensive thing for them to do, and tariffs are killing them, killing everybody.
It just takes a lot of capital, like.
Yeah, tons of capital.
And yeah, I guess you could pre-order stuff, but even then, you still have to buy above and beyond what a pre-order minimum is, and that's kind of what we did. Is how many people pre-ordered an ISO? We ordered more than that, just in case that people would want them later on. And for example, Dynamics, you want one, but we surpassed the quantity that we had made just because we were afraid of being out even more money ordering the quantity that we did, because it was just so much money at one time. And
yeah, it's like no joke that every cent we make from Liquid House, whether it be through online purchases from our online store or activations with brands, like we put it back into the business.
Oh, it's immediately reinvested.
And so it's, John sent me a meme the other day on Facebook that was like, I'm not poor, I'm waiting on invoicing, payment from invoices for, like,
yeah.
It's just a constant dealing with people's net terms. Everyone's different, even though we have our net terms that we try to stick with, but companies can override that very quickly with their corpo stuff. Yeah, Sliger, maybe. I don't know. We haven't talked to them in a minute, but that's a possibility. I think there are possibilities out there. It's just the matter of having the time and
this is a cool looking AIO.
money. Yeah, it does look cool.
I love these fans.
Hi, Repo!
Yeah, Repo, you made it. I was hoping you would. I know you normally get on a little bit later.
I'm happy you're here. I was late to the party, but I'm patient. Jay, I respect you. And if you have any patience to spare, send it my way.
I ain't got no patience for shit. Everything's a disappointment.
No. I'm actually a pretty patient person. I bought some, if anybody is into like Pop Mart stuff, I purchased some Space Mollies, Mega Space Mollies from a online, like a Facebook page of resell Pop Mart stuff. And it got here yesterday. And today it got to our P.O. box. And I told John today, I was like, we have to go today. We have to pick it up today. And that's like usually the first time I've ever been really, like, usually I place an order and I like, the thought of spending money stresses me out enough that I just like kind of like out of sight, out of mind. I don't even want the product of whatever it is right now because I'm still processing the fact that I just spent money. Like, no matter if it's $20 or $200 or whatever, I like have a cool down period. But I got such a good deal on these Space Mollies that I was like, bro.
So I need them now. I need
them
to
now.
enjoy my cost-saving purchase.
Oh, Sliger had their own booth at CES, do you mean?
What?
I did not know that. On lunch, still gonna get the Case Labs S8 from a buddy in Florida, extended top and all. Okay. That's awesome. I think that one that one's bigger than the one that you're looking at though. Right?
I need a screwdriver.
I forgot the name of the first one. And I'll be honest, guys. Me personally, John, I remember when Case Labs went on pause or out of business, but I wasn't quite in the industry myself yet. Like, I was just enough invested to be like, oh, dang, I know who that is, and that's sad. But I wasn't super familiar with each of their models. But we lived at our old place. You remember when Case Labs went out?
Yep.
We were living
very,
at our
very,
first
very sad
place that we lived.
It's like an 800 square foot apartment.
Yeah, 2-bedroom, 800 square feet, $900 a month though. What a steal it was.
This is such a steal. What?
Does it not fit?
No, it doesn't fit. Don't tell me it's because of the cabling. It's literally because of the cabling on the fans. You guys, you've got to be kidding me.
Is this the HS01?
HS02 Pro. What am I supposed to do with these cables?
I guess you could put them through here.
But look how they attach.
Oh yeah, it would run into that.
They don't, there's no opening right here for them to.
You did open the installation guide on it, didn't you? I wonder if it has.
What?
You opened the installation guide, like the.
No, I was just looking at the specs.
I.
Wow, that's a very, very small tolerance. I'll show you guys with the other cam.
They do have HS02. Oh, the Pro is non-tinted. The HS02 Pro actually looks really good.
I'm gonna change the focus. Okay, check this out, you guys. This is some shit. All right, we're looking at this top rail, right? So I'm gonna plug in these fans back together as they came out of the box, because they're already pre-mounted, which is cool. So we're looking at daisy chain cables, right?
Dude with the Sam.
Look at that. There's no way for these screws to fit because those connectors are pushing it away from, I can get my finger in there because of the connectors, and there's no way that this bracket has any adjustability. So
That's
their
pretty
own
crazy.
AIO can't fit on this case. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this now. And none of their other fans daisy chain.
Well, let's not say anything. We would love to still work with you, Montech.
No,
but let's work with you in the capacity that we can tell you how to.
It's just a big oversight. I'm a little shocked, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I don't know how we're gonna do this.
There's no way that any other AIO would fit because I mean, unless
they would need to be daisy chained. They can't have any sort of cabling connector on the side. And like these are nice because they're short cables. They're meant for daisy chaining, so there's not a bunch of cable slop. And in a lot of cases, this would be fine. This would be completely fine. But the fact that these plastic connectors go up against the grate.
They said you guys are modders, right?
Yeah.
Get your Dremel out, bitches.
Yeah, just custom wire the fans, right? You're good. You got this, right? Man, that's wild. And like there are two cutouts for fan cables on the case right here and here, but there's not one right here where the power supply goes. So I could theoretically run the cable through here and here, but the third fan connector wouldn't reach. I don't know what I'm gonna do, you guys. That's wild. I can't believe it. I'm gonna change this focus back. Oh man.
I want to see what these reviews say. I'm nosy.
For what?
For this case. Because it does have 4 stars.
Mm. Like I think I'm gonna detach the fans first.
Yeah. The AIO on the Save brand does not fit on the other side.
So in the reviews they say that too?
Yeah, it took about an hour to swap over with an AIO and without forgetting the swap on the IO shield. Are people trying to mount the AIO elsewhere? That doesn't seem right.
No, you definitely shouldn't mount it on the bottom.
Someone says, la mejor caja que y comprando e año se ve todo exótico.
Did
Exactly.
All right. Did you, was that's Spanish?
Yeah.
So you definitely pronounced the J as a J and not a H.
Huh?
You said caja.
Caja? I said caja. Mejor caja que y comprado en año se ve todo exótico.
All right.
Something about it being exotic.
I mean, if you chose the right components, this case could be really cool. All right, now we're literally gonna watch this thing fit no problem. Now that the fans are out of the way. And we'll just have to sort out a fan solution. Yep, no problem.
Oh, that's funny. They gave it a 1 star and said it was the best box and that it's exotic.
But with a 1 star.
maybe in Spanish stars are different. Maybe 1 star means 5 stars. No. Dumb joke.
Oh my God, give me a break with this.
Oof.
Can the AIO even reach over here? It kind of can. Yeah, okay, it can. Yeah, okay, that's not a problem. Man, what fans are we gonna use? There's no gap. There's nothing between the AIO and the radiator and the case. I can't even get it. Like I can't even get the screwdriver bit. This 2mm screwdriver bit in here. So it's.
You know my answer.
What?
D12s, baby.
D12s.
The Montechs.
Oh, the D30s.
D30, sorry.
Yeah.
Doy. Got D12 on my mind.
We used a lot of those for the X2 build.
Dude with the SMA showed me, the damage last minute. No thanks. I don't blame you.
Yeah,
think you
no,
sent the
I
photos
really
to
don't.
Jay.
Yeah, I don't blame you at all for bailing out on that. And the fact that he was like, oh yeah, by the way, it's damaged and I'm not changing the price is wild. That's very much the I know what I got meme.
Mm-hmm. Do ya?
Do you? Because I don't know if you do, if you've been holding out this long to actually get rid of it.
Yeah. This is certainly very odd that that this AIO is not compatible. Drive safely, Remus. We'll see you in a minute.
Later,
Thank you
bro.
so much. Or not a minute. We'll see you later. Thank you for joining. I cannot put this AIO on with this.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys a different angle. It is very weird. I fully agree with you guys. So I'm gonna change the. What is that noise?
Me.
Yeah, you can even see it right there without even changing focus. Okay, so tiny little 2mm screwdriver, and I can't get this in the gap. So the cables
Are very short.
are way thicker than that, right? So like, I can't put any fan
But they're also too short to like try to feed through to one of the
right to one of these
ovens.
holes because they're daisy chain.
I mean, I guess you could use an extend. No, you couldn't.
No, you couldn't
Yeah,
because
couldn't,
you
'cause
still
they're
need
still
a
too thick.
yeah. So you can't run any of these fans in any way. And even then, look at this gap.
Yeah, no,
I can't
know.
even get my fingernail through this gap on the
You would
case.
have to mount the fans on first. Do the it would just is not. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is funny. That is funny. That is very, very silly willy. The MSI P900R is definitely interesting and would look killer with my X870E Godlike coming in on Tuesday. But it's no small case, but nice. Is that the one that they had in black and gold for the last 19,000 shows? Let's see. It brought up a dual water purifier. That's funny.
Nice.
MSI. Yeah, the black and gold one. The Meg series case. It is a cool, the Maestro. We actually...
Just put the cables in the front. Sick build. So clean. No cable management, especially with the reverse connector motherboard.
Yeah.
Have the only cables visible are the PWM because they can't fit otherwise.
Lol. Yeah, I think this is a gorgeous case. We built with the first, I don't know if it was the first Maestro, but when the Project Zero came out, MSI had sent us,
I think it was 700L.
yeah, that
Is
sounds
that what?
right.
Is that what they're? No, the
No, they're talking about the,
P900R.
yeah.
I think it was the 700L.
And that was a gorgeous case.
It was pretty cool.
And I still think we have it.
Man, I'm wondering if there's a way to tuck. There's no way. I couldn't get these connectors stuffed in between these little fan gaps. No, it's not going to work the way that I want because that screw goes right there.
Right.
Yeah, no, we can't use these fans.
Yeah, this one does look, Repo does look smaller than the one that they had. That huge one was so big. It was so big. And,
It's going to look good when this is mounted up though, but my goodness. This is not what I was expecting at all. In the top bracket, there's zero adjustability. The mount rails are where they're at. They're completely static. There's no adjusting that whatsoever. And so there's nothing we can do other than use another brand's fans. And we're going to have to because we've got no choice.
man, I got super lucky.
Yeah.
Again, I really recommend the MacBook Pro, but don't don't sit on it.
All right, I'm going to see what we got for fans.
I was gonna add everything to our Amazon storefront, but unfortunately, because of this AIO situation, I am not going to do that right now. Now I'm lost like a little puppy. But yeah, they had that giant one at maybe Computex. That doesn't seem right. I think it was CES. But it was really big. But the 900R looks a lot smaller, a lot more manageable. Oh, fuck me. Jesus Christ. Sorry, Willow. Scared the cheese out of me. Willow has one squeaker toy that she got from her
She takes
aunt and
everywhere
uncle.
she goes.
I stepped on it.
I heard it.
Scares me. It's like
She's
the
like,
loudest
"Yes."
toy.
Yes, someone wants to play.
It's like, no, I don't want to play. In fact, I want to throw that thing in the garbage can.
Hoping these are white, but at the same time, we only have. I thought we had 2 sets of these. Oh, they're not even open, are they? Oh, they're not even white.
We're gonna use Edwin.
Well, these
That would be
are
funny.
nice looking daisy chain, but we don't have them in white.
Name a piece of hardware that Liquid House gets more hung up on than AIOs. I don't think we've ever had an AIO on this stream that has not given us some form of drama. I will say though, to be fair to everybody else, it's usually our fault. But this is pretty, this is special. This is special. Even like halfway on the AIO, so John installed like the corner 2 fans parallel or from each other just to hold it in there. And if you're looking at, oh, there we go. There we go, yeah. But still moving it up wouldn't give us much more to work with here. It's very interesting.
Well, Fantex D30s it is.
Let's fight with them.
I know we always fight with these damn fans.
Unfortunately, we have seen a huge quality control decline with Fantex. And these fans are so clean, but to make them clean, they require certain clips. And the clips are just a little bit they're not manufactured properly every single time. So what are you thinking?
Oh, I suddenly got the urge to not even finish this build. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding you guys. I don't even want to continue with this because the whole point was to do a Montech build and we can't even. And
I wonder if we can contact them to have them send us another AIO for next week's build. How long have we been at it? An hour and a half?
yeah.
Really?
I mean, contacting them isn't going to change anything. It's
No,
like
I'm wondering if they can send us another AIO and we can try it again with a different model AIO.
Well, let's see if they even have daisy chain fans.
Yeah, let's check it out. Leave the side panel off and put the rod on the EXT stand with their fans.
I like the fans. They look dope.
Yeah, they're pretty nice. I like this ring.
Yeah, I wanted more of those fans, and they said they didn't have them by themselves, so they needed to send multiple AIOs. So we literally have 2 of these AIOs.
Well, maybe they weren't expecting us to do an AIO build.
No, they definitely knew that we were going to do an AIO build with this case. I told them that very thing.
Okay. I like the rubber grommets. This white rubber grommet's really nice, guys. I love a white rubber grommet. It's not even like yellow. Huh. Oh, you know what I kept on going to? I kept thinking about when we were talking about the other Meg case, L700 or 700L, I don't know which one, L700. It reminded me of when we did my mind kept going to the Montech Gear Seekers case that they did. I can't remember what the case model was. Do you remember?
Antec?
No, Montech. Why do you say Antec?
Sorry, I heard tech. I heard Intech in my head.
Montech. What was the Gear Seekers?
Oh, the King 95
King
Pro.
95. We did a build in that one, and this is definitely giving Same build experience.
Check this out. So ditching the Fantex fans. I'm wondering.
Minus the AIO. Montech HS02 Panda build, question mark?
Yeah, that's the plan.
That's the goal.
Okay, so check this out. Purposefully ditching daisy chain fans just for the sake of using Montech fans. We can't use the original fans, the ones I specifically asked for. We have to use this off-white case, very basic case fan.
I think you can flip the case upside down with the AIO fit then.
What do you mean by flipping it upside down?
Like having it upside down?
What, like the radiator on the bottom?
Yeah.
No, the pump would be so much at the highest point, and that would grind the hell out of the pump.
No, but if we had it flipped upside down, like
I don't think you can
as, like,
invert this case.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
This is very much not advertised as a
No.
change in orientation case.
No,
It would be cool if it was possible, but
if those feet were removable, you know, baby, we would be
Well,
inverting this case.
there's like diagonal screws right here, and there's not even holes for that here. So you definitely can't flip this case around.
But
like this would be the only way to make this work, and this just it doesn't meet the Liquid House standard. I'm sorry.
yeah.
The white plastic is so devoid of life. You're like, what do we do?
I don't know, guys. I'm trying. I like to bring positivity to things, but
No, I think we're gonna pull the plug on this one.
okay.
I'm pretty disappointed, you guys. This is crazy. It's a crazy oversight.
Yeah.
Especially because I just looked at their catalog. They don't have a legit daisy chained
Like a
fan
no
design.
connector kind of
Right.
situation.
They don't that's not even on their product stack. So for them to design a case that
Hey, that guy said it worked with an Arctic cooler. So maybe Arctic can send us a cooler. No, I don't know.
yeah, no, I mean, I'll triple check. I double check, but I'll triple check. The fact that they designed this case with such an insanely tight tolerance for fans on the AIO, and they don't offer a full daisy chain fan design like a D30, where there's no cables in a daisy chain fashion, and you can't even fit their own AIO in their own case. It kind of blows my mind.
Yeah, it's a little interesting.
Like, at that point, I would ditch the AIO completely.
Uh-huh. Do a CPU only loop situation.
Yeah, with like completely different hardware. I mean, yeah, we could use the a heat killer stainless rad, which we've got a few of.
It's good to be back, guys.
I mean, I don't want to start a CPU only loop right now. We're so deep
No, I
into...
don't either. I'm like, oh my god, we're literally starting from
So
zero.
silver stainless steel radiator for a CPU only loop. I mean, that would fit really nicely with the motherboard.
Yeah.
It's a little different because we're looking at aluminum versus stainless steel. So the stainless steel's got not as a bright finish, but a more desaturated hue. Obviously, stainless and aluminum are different.
I just want to know what the thought process is.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's crazy. So I'm gonna triple check here.
Yeah, triple check and make sure we're not doing anything weird.
I'm also just gonna Google search
sometimes
Montech
that's happened.
daisy chain. But even then, it's then dictating to anyone with this case what fan to use.
Right.
And
not the one that's included with the AIO.
Right.
Which adds an additional cost to the end user, right? And you're already taking out the case fans. So that's like kind of a waste. It's actually sickening, guys, how often, because I think that everybody knows case fans are not like the top end case fans for every case. I know that.
Oh, they're rarely ever.
Yeah. So the amount of like boxes, like we have got to, the amount of waste that goes into case fans, they just go into the trash. There's nothing else that we can do with them. And it's pretty disheartening, especially as somebody who cares about the environment.
I'm like,
can you mount the fans on top of the rad instead of at the bottom of the rad?
you know what would work?
What?
Our own 120 to 140.
I was thinking
plate
about
bracket.
that, but like, ugh.
I know, because it would move them out.
Yeah, I know, but I already thought about that, and it's just like, again,
Because
ugh.
even then, it's misrepresentative of what someone would expect. They'd see
Right.
this and be like, oh yeah, that's cool. I'm going to choose that. I'm going to do that. Now I'm in the same parts. And then they do it and they're like, wait, how the hell did you do that? Oh, it's this custom one-off piece that only we make and had to do all this custom bullshit to make it work. And they're going to be like, oh, so I can't make it work. So
Yeah.
should I return it? Like, yeah, no.
Guys, I don't want shit to suck. I really don't.
Yeah, obviously not. This kind of stuff doesn't help the PC building community, the DIYers that, especially the people that are like getting into it, right? And this is a great entry level case that someone could say, okay, I never built a PC before. I'm gonna obviously not spend too much money on it. It's potentially a new hobby, so I'm not gonna go balls to the wall and kind of see how the hobby goes. And they get this case, and maybe Montech sells a kit with an AIO, and the fans literally don't work. And I mean, like most AIOs these days, yeah, they daisy chain, but it's with a little dongle. It's like a little pigtail dongle, so you're still gonna have to deal with the PWM connector.
Right.
So it's,
I always thought the fans on my AIOs that I've had since included ones are usually lackluster and do not match. Yeah, and there's some brands that the AIOs, like, I can't say, because maybe there are some brands, but you're right, most of them are not the top of the line fan. They're not high quality enough that's worth running. Again, so much waste, and you're paying for that when you're buying the AIO, right? Like they factor in whether it's $1, whether it's $5, whatever it might be, a 15 additional cost to a fan, $5 per for the AIO, you're still paying for that. And then you're paying more to get additional fans to swap the fans on the provided fans on the AIO. I disagree wholeheartedly. Any fans I deinstall, I just yoink and set to the side. Yeah, you yoink them and set them to the side until you have 4 boxes full of them and you don't know what to do.
you're like, wait, how the hell did this happen?
I'm moving and I have 4 boxes
And they're
worth
not
of
even
fans.
really worth a damn.
No.
I think we've taken a bunch of basic case fans to Goodwill.
Oh, we have taken them to Goodwill, so we're not throwing them away.
No, we've taken them to Goodwill because there are always people that could make use of them, but like they, unfortunately, they're just our bottom of the barrel fans that a lot of people, like people in our chat, immediately yoink.
They could make cat boxes for the summer for them.
Yeah.
Somebody just power them with a rant and make a really high-tech cat house for the homeless cats that need to cool down in the summertime. Use the Fantex T30 fans and only have one cable. Yeah, I mean, that's what we were going to do, but then we were thinking, we're using Fantex with Montech.
Yeah, no, I really wanted to keep this Montech.
Yeah. We're definitely going to have to just do a CPU only loop, and maybe we come back to this next time.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't want to try and finish a CPU only loop right now and pivot, and because I have no idea how parts are gonna fit and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I feel like this will look good with the power supply underneath, especially with the white one, because you'll see the white through the black grill, and it'll look really cool. Like, this case has some really cool potential. You just have to do it right. And that's why we always recommend to people, take your time with the PC build. Like, really take your time. It does not need to get done in a weekend. You know, obviously, if there are people that probably, oh, well, I need this build, I need that. Well, all right, then go for it. But if something doesn't work right away, don't be shocked, right?
Yeah, it seems to be that this stock fan situation is not a unique scenario to just us. I know it's not, but I mean, the fact that 2 of you guys have already said it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if anyone is curious, I think that you could easily retrofit a high-tech cat house for feral cats for the summer. You will need some sort of power supply, but and also put a grill over top of the blades so their tails and ears don't get stuck in them.
So the question is then, you guys, what would be a good fan to pair with this? Because like at this point, if we're not doing the white AIO, white really isn't that big of a pressing.
You're right. We could do
You could do some sort of
black
silver
D30.
fan.
Just kidding.
No, I don't want to do a D30.
I know. I'm just kidding. I just know we have an abundance of D30s. Saw a case announcement recently that came with DC fans. Like what case is that? There's a brand out there. I'm not going to say which brand. That was talking that we met with in the fall, because sometimes they like get on a call with us for a crazy amount of time and talk about like products that are releasing, and they want to hear like what the community feedback were to be if they did X, Y, and Z scenarios. Like, and to be honest, we were for putting good fans in cases and upping the price of the case. Like, you might have to pay more, but you'll end up saving more in the end.
Right, you'll end up saving like 30, 40 bucks.
Right.
You're not having to have that be a separate purchase. You're not being, technically, the taxes might vary on a separate purchase versus one single purchase.
Do we have the pivot friends reference for those unaware? I am unaware. I'm not a Friends person.
Oh, they're pivoting the couch up the stairs.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's funny. Lean Black fans. Do we have the Uni?
The P28s.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. They're on the Alpha Cool 1080 external radiator though, and I don't want to take them off because we had custom made a plate specifically for those fans that I don't want to make.
If anybody's
useless.
seeing this, Lee, send us some fans. They said send us the wireless ones. Last spring we did a.
That's right. We still have that build put together.
Yeah, this because I love that build. I don't want to take that one apart.
We should use it for something then, because it's got some decent hardware in it.
We
It's
can
got that
take it apart.
B580.
I love
really
the
cool white.
SSUPD.
Man, that would have been a
Case.
fun white GPU to use in this build if we had a more white motherboard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the shuttle. I really like the shuttle. Maybe that can replace my normal build. I've said that so many times.
Man,
before,
that's
so
a
it's like,
tiny little case compared to the NB7.
I know.
Especially with the EXT on
But
it.
think about how big my case is. My NB7 is quite literally the same depth as my desk.
Yeah.
So there's no wiggle room to get into any of the back IO or anything like that.
But it makes for a super clean presentation.
Yeah, clean and monstrosity. Monstrous. What do the fans look like when plugged in? Are you talking about these Montech ones?
It's this pigtail daisy chain. So like if you had them.
No, I think that Jay's talking about the.
Oh, those basic fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it technically would have worked, but it's hard to. Here, you know what? We'll swap to the top down. I can show you guys. These fans are just a step above case fans, like fans that come with the case. The conversation we were just having about tossing them because.
What can I do for you?
Can I trade you real quick?
Yeah, please.
So.
Hi, Princess Baby Butt.
So this is the case fan, and it's very, very thin, cheap plastic. There are rubber pads on each corner.
Again, the white rubber is good.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. Inwin has done this before as well, and we haven't powered these on, but they feel fine, but for a build that we wanted to do with the level of quality, and one thing about this is we didn't ask for these fans. We asked for a completely different set of fans in conjunction with the AIO fans, and they sent these instead. So this is not what we asked for. And I thought to myself, okay, well, we should be okay because they sent us the extra AIO and we need the fans, but then doing the math realized that we don't have enough fans. So we pulled this out to be filler fans, but as this would be the main AIO fans at the top, it would not be a fan that I would choose to run in my own build, and so therefore I don't want to use them.
I think that's fair. I think that, I don't know, it's just we don't want to misguide people. I think that it's not, I think that we do influence in some capacity.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, we've got a certain standard.
Yeah.
We've been doing PC builds for quite a while, and we can get pretty crazy with our builds, and through all the builds and years and doing this, we start holding ourselves to a certain standard. Like, okay, so for instance, there's a smaller gap on this side than on this side.
Bye,
and I think
Repo.
you can see that.
Have a good night. We will probably talk to you later.
You can see the smaller gap right here and the bigger gap right there. Like that, and that's an absolute QC issue. And that might even make for an interesting noise when these fans are at a certain RPM, a certain resonant frequency. So, yeah, I can see it right now. And I mean, I'm not trying to be prissy about fans, but I wouldn't want these to be the main fans. I mean, this was not the original plan I had at all. I wanted those specific fans, and they had never said, oh, okay, well, just so you know, these fans won't work with that case. It was just like, okay, yeah, no problem. How many do you want? We'll just send you an extra AIO instead of the fans because we don't have them individually.
Yeah.
So
I don't expect the marketing, like, PR guy to know that, though. So, to be fair, that's more like a sales thing than anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But still, it's pretty silly that two things from the same ecosystem, if you will, are not compatible in that capacity. I don't know if that's totally acceptable.
No, I know.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And like,
I wonder what, I'm gonna look up.
and we've had this conversation a few times on streams in the past. You can change it to the main screen.
Okay.
This is like a conversation that we've had quite a few times doing these live streams because we purposely don't look at these products ahead of time. We want to do it live on stream so you guys get a raw reaction of like, oh, did they fluff that up and edit the hell out of that video just for the sake of pleasing a brand, or is this an actual good product to use? And especially nowadays with all these components getting so expensive, everyone's got to be making informed purchasing decisions.
Yeah, that is true. You're spending money on the GPU, the RAM, the memory.
Yeah, you got to save money where you can, and you got to know when a good purchase is worth the money. And this case is a great price. I mean, $95 on Amazon. That's great.
Yeah, and they come in a couple different variants too, which is cool.
Yep, there's like a RGB version, a non-RGB version,
a pro version,
a mesh front, I think, with the glass side, and
Yeah.
then we got the all glass. So there's a few different variants, and this technically is the most expensive variant. So I think the other variants are even cheaper than 95.
No, there was the pros are a little bit more.
This is a pro.
Oh, well, the other one was 109, so that's on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was just looking on Amazon, and it could be wrong. They just throw like
Right.
10 different variants at it.
But it's the conversation. What I was going to say is the conversation we've had multiple times in the past with live streams and raw reactions and stuff like that is what we've noticed over time, and not just on the streams, but just ourselves as we're doing builds for companies and stuff like that for ourselves or whatever, is every now and then you see a disconnect from the designer, the person who designed the case, and the person who actually builds in the case and says, okay, this works, everything worked for us, ship it.
Yeah.
It works.
And this is something that I appreciate about Lee & Lee in that capacity, at least back in the day, because we're not familiar with their cases. We actually used to work very closely to Lee & Lee. So they would send us a prototype, have us build in it, and then anything that needed to be changed, we would send back the feedback back to them, and then they would send it to make the changes and then send it to production.
Yeah.
And that was a really cool relationship to have, and maybe they have that with other creators now. I'm not entirely sure. But I think that brands could benefit greatly from this. Because also...
I mean, we ran into that problem in the first 15 minutes of building this thing.
Exactly.
Like the AO was literally the second item we tried to put in.
And just think about like the amount of wasted time for other people. Like if you work a full-time job, if you're working overtime, you have... I mean, I don't know how many times I've heard someone say, oh, I finally have time to build my new PC. I have a couple days off. I'm going to build my PC in these couple of days off. It's Christmas break. I'm going to build my new PC.
Right. A lot of people don't have the time.
They're on limited time, and running into something like this and having to take a trip to Micro Center or having to wait for Amazon to have it in stock, whether it be Prime or 2-day or whatever.
Dealing with the return, having to go take it to a return center.
Yeah, it's a lot of wasted time, and time is money.
And this would equate to someone having to return what they had and going to buy a more expensive item, because the daisy chain fans that daisy chain without a cable, the nice either magnet or clip or USB-C, whatever proprietary design that a lot of different case or fan brands have now, it comes at a premium. So. They're going to be more expensive than whatever they had prior when they were trying to install this and they couldn't. So it's shocking. So yeah, there's a huge disconnect between the person designing the case and just saying, yep, good to go. And there's probably a good amount of times when the companies or brands are saying, yeah, that's fine, good to go, without even verifying. And I would really like to think that it's not the case, but for how often we've come across a situation where it's like, did they even try building in the case to see if this would work? Because
and that's so much wasted money and resources on their end too.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, that stuff frustrates me. We used to work in not production, but we used to work at a car company. We manufactured aftermarket car parts for Volkswagen and Audis, and I just
there were quite a few things that was like, you guys could probably spend another few weeks on the design, but if you guys are gonna hit the green light on this, I'm gonna have to deal with people bitching about it online.
Yeah,
I just know it.
I'd have to be dealing with the men who call in to just tell me that I don't want to know what I'm talking about, thinking that I was the person designing the goddamn product. So I just think that it creates a lot of headache for their workers. And so yeah.
Yo, what up, Jonathan? Can it be plugged directly in the wall? No, it can't. Wait, are you being funny? What do you mean by that? Plugged into the wall.
purchase the Montech 903 Air for the price. It's an amazing case. And that's the thing is like, this is actually a pretty well...
I was stoked about this case.
Yeah.
Like, that's why we asked for it. This is a cool looking case. I want to build in it. This looks fun.
I like the cage effects. I like that the only parts that are plastic are these corner pieces, and because it would be really hard to have those be aluminum.
What I don't understand is...
What is that?
Well, the
Well,
power supply bracket is like this, but the power supply is never going to fit like that. So why would they have the bracket sit like that? Power supply should mount like that, right?
Right.
Oh yeah, there is screw holes for it. I'm going to drop this and see. I still want to see what the power supply is going to look like underneath a black grill.
Okay.
Because I think it could still look cool.
Can you pull the drug? I'm messing with you. Well, we could get really creative.
Yo, what up, Ari? I'm glad you're liking the EXO, bro. It's going to be up for pre-order in the next month or two.
Oh, yeah.
Willow is
Hello,
so
Ari.
grumpy.
Willow said, hi, Ari.
And by hi, Ari, she said, grumpy girl.
She's grumpy. She's over it.
She says, this is a stupid situation.
Willow will send Montech an email. Is that just for storage? No, because there's like...
No, this is a power supply mount. It's SFX.
SFX only.
No.
So
This is ATX
SFX.
or SFX.
Got it. That makes sense. Are the pegs used in both scenarios?
There's no way an SFX fits like that.
Do we have an SFX PSU that we have on hand?
No. So how would this...
Will, I hear you. I get it. Like you're preaching to the
okay,
choir.
Okay, so it would... Okay. So you could rotate it and mount SFX this way. Man, that's a bummer because that means if I mounted it like this, you've got this bracket in the way of like that really cool looking power supply. Like I'm so stoked about having the power supply visible, and there's no way you can get rid of this bracket that like impedes it.
And then you have a bunch of random empty.
I want to check out that power supply though. It's dope. It's a cool power supply. Where'd it go?
There.
Oh.
Let's have a redemption here. Let's have a redemption
tour.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but we'll still at least check out some of their stuffs.
That grunt, my man. He learned that from Willow, unless you can hear Willow, which maybe she will have something to say to you guys. Let's see.
Oh yeah, this looks nice. This is a very nice looking power supply. Is it all white? Really pretty with the silver grill and white fan. Yeah, this looks great. Should look good on an ISO. Upside down lettering if it was on the ISO, but so like if we were to mount this, rotate the case. Like look at that. It'd be cool to see that through.
Really cool to see.
But like half of that is going to be covered up by the SFX bracket. So it's like you're fucking killing me, Montech, man.
I didn't think she is. No, I was giving Willow the mic and letting her take the stage. She had some things to say.
I'm really pissed off
Kick
about
Guru
it.
has a video on the HS01 Pro where he did flip the case upside down. Huh. I love Leo. He's a...
Wait a minute. You can't even...
Don't. Just cut the stream. Cut the stream. Nobody wants to hear it.
The fan for the power supply doesn't breathe on this side. This is ventilated for no reason. The bracket only works with the power supply flipped on the back. You guys.
My heart can't take
this
anymore.
This is wild.
Can you throw me my phone? I want to look up this kid.
No redemption tour.
Is it on that side?
What are you looking
behind
for?
Behind the ISO? My phone.
Yeah.
I'm going to look for this Kit Guru video.
You guys know the meme of Ben Affleck smoking a cigarette with his eyes closed? That is what's going on right now. I'm blown away. Yeah, so the way that this bracket design is, it's not ambidextrous in any way. So you have to put the power supply with all the ugly labeling in this orientation. In which case, why in the hell is this even ventilated in the first place?
HS01 Pro.
It would have looked really good if it was like this, because then you could see how dope the power supply is through that mesh panel. And that's why I wanted to do a white with the black, because you could see the white power supply through the black mesh, and I thought it would look pretty cool. And we can't even do that. So I'm going to have to give this case like a, out of a 5.
Don't even
No,
give a
I'm
case.
going to. I'm absolutely going to. So I would say out of a 5, maybe a 2. Maybe a 2.
I want to know if Leo ran into any issues on the building.
Oh, you're watching Kid Gurus?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Okay, so he did swap the feet on... He flipped the case.
Really?
He did. All right, Leo, get it. I wasn't familiar with your work.
So what does it take
With
to
your
flip
game, I
this
should
thing?
say. I meant to say. We're all the Ben. Literally, though. I don't remember the last time I wasn't the Ben. Do you know how many times I wanted to take up smoking cigarettes in the last...
second wake up Ben Affleck meme.
Yeah. I actually learned something really cool about Ben Affleck the other day. He has a production company with... Do you remember who his production company is?
No.
I'm going to look it up. But he and another actor, I don't know if it's Matthew McConaughey, that doesn't sound right. But they have a production company where they pay their employees, like their actors and stuff, on like a scaling, like a basis. If the movie does good, they like give them more money. It's not just like a base rate.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up.
I'll take these feet off and
yeah,
see.
take the feet off because I'm watching this right now.
We'll see how this goes, because I'm a little skeptical at this point. Maybe they can make up from the 2 out of 5. My goodness.
Matt Damon.
Oh. I'm Matt Damon.
So, yeah. It's with Netflix. So it basically says if the production performs well within the first 90 days, the entire cast and crew, which is around 1,200 people, receive performance-based bonuses.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Every deal that Affleck and Damon do are like that. Isn't that sick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I respect that greatly. Anyway, back to Leo flipping the case. Willow still is talking. I've had to take the mic away from her. But you can probably hear her because she's getting louder and louder.
Okay.
Yeah, he flipped it, and
yeah,
it's...
no, I could see how this is gonna work. But it's funny because then that should be the default orientation.
You are not wrong.
I chewed up this screw trying to pull it out.
What?
It's a very soft metal.
Leo reminds me of someone who should have been in Lord of the Rings.
Wow.
So he put, okay, he had to flip the PSU.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just these screws. And you probably swap the screws out and you can put it there, and then it's actually not complicated. It's literally just pulling these feet off, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then what?
And then
Are you taking the
screwing-
magnet off?
Oh, let me go back to him taking the feet off.
You might even not even need to swap. I think you swap screws and the feet with the screw,
Yeah.
even though the threads are a little different. But it's not recessed at that point. So these are all sitting recessed, and this would not sit recessed.
So I wonder if he ran into any issue, but he
Yeah,
didn't
these
start
magnets are
installing an
insane.
AIO. Oh, wait.
Wait a minute. Okay, so I don't even think you need to swap. You just need to take these screws out.
Right away, man. They win some, they lose some. Yep. Matt Damon, they just came out with a new movie called The Rip. Yes. Has anyone seen it? I'm curious. I think everyone should see it, especially within the first 90 days, and keep these production crew paid. Will the AIO fit properly in the bottom, though? Yeah, it looks like there's adequate slots for like cable management in the bottom, which is good.
So the foot then becomes held in with only one screw and not two when you flip it.
Whatever.
It's not really a... Whatever.
With the weight of the case, once the build's done, it won't matter too much.
Yeah, it's just it's like a really short screw with not much bite. So I would be concerned about like pulling the case without picking it up across the table when the rubber's gripping onto the table. You might yank the screw out of
Do you
the
have
case that way.
the installation guide for this case?
Install instructions. We don't need no stinking...
No, I just want to look at them. I want to know what they're...
I think they're in the case box.
I'm trying to redeem this situation here in some capacity with... Maybe they do tell us to flip the case from the very beginning, which...
At that point, that should be the default orientation.
Yeah. But you know, $94 case. Maybe they did
They're like,
realize...
what? You don't like DIY? I'm like, hold on a minute. It's not what we said. So yeah, you just have to... You're just removing the screws. You're not even having to swap them because there's a...
It does make me wonder if they like would prefer you to have a 240 on the top. You know what I mean?
I think you only need to...
But even then, it's a clearance issue. It's not a length issue.
This is so interesting to me. Yeah, that screw is very short. Yeah, this one doesn't even bite.
Bottom. Yeah, I mean, they do talk about...
Yeah, this screw's, it's not even long enough to bite into the case with this swap. You would need to put longer screws. Do they give us longer screws? No, they don't.
So they
Sick.
do, within the first, on page 12, it does say that you have a layout selection. And then there's a reverse layout.
So when they tell you to swap the feet, are you using the same screw from the foot to the top? Because they don't provide any
It's a
longer length
picture?
screws.
and it is not easy to decide what that picture is actually determining. It looks like just one. It looks like there's, yeah, it just looks like one, but there's no like screw lengths or anything like that for specification.
Yeah, this can't screw in.
Well, there's got to be a way because Leo did do it.
Like that's me spinning the screw in the hole.
And it's not like a sandwich, right, for the radiator? Like it's not sandwich in the fans. Like, you know what I mean? Like you don't put the radiator first, sandwich on the case, and then put the fans on.
For this side?
For the AIO. Yeah, on the AIO. There's not enough clearance.
No way. No, not like that.
Okay, well, this is becoming pretty UNREDEEMABLE.
I'm gonna abort.
Abort mish.
Abort mission. Yeah, the screws that are embedded into the foot that screw in down here are very short. And when you flip the feet, there's a bigger gap that those screws need to bridge. But with the length of the screw, like this barely has any bite. And that's what I was talking about. It's like this doesn't have much bite. And then this one, just because the plastic threads are a little messed up, it's like one or two teeth of threads, and because the plastic is messed up, the screw won't bite onto it. So there's zero chance of installing that foot.
Put an 80 mil up to an 80 mil radiator in here though. Lol.
See, that bites no problem. Where is that screw?
The girl is finally asleep, and it's because I'm laying down here and she is sleeping on my knee. Look how cute she is.
Oh, that's all she wanted.
She's snoring pretty loud because of it.
And then the holes for the feet are so small, you can't really see what the screw is doing when you're screwing it in.
Right, you're kind of flying blind.
Yeah. And then like I said earlier, when you...
Oh, okay. So, real quick, it looks like there's two pegs on the feet.
Yeah.
And do they not snap inwards to a solution?
No, on this end.
And there's not on the other end?
It's like a guide. And on this end, being that the radiator's at the very top, the panel's recessed for the screws.
Got it.
So it even pulls away even more from... It's one of the reasons why that screw now has to make a bridge, because this is recessed for screws at the top. So...
Oh my god, her head is falling. Do you see that? Oh my goodness, she's so cute. You're so cute. Hi, Thor. Man, we never had Boba show up. Or Sam.
Nope.
I wonder where they're at.
Probably doing their thing. I'm pretty sure I saw Boba talk about doing solos in Arc earlier today before the stream.
Well, I will say, hi, Sam.
He's just creeping.
They said that they were busy walking their chupacabra. What's a chupacabra?
It's like a demon.
Oh, I thought it was a different
It's like a
species of capybara.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I thought it was a cousin to the capybara.
Yeah, they don't provide longer screws, so you can't swap the screws. Like, oh yeah, if I have my case feet at the top, use these longer screws so they actually go into the case. It doesn't have that. So screws need to have a longer travel distance, and they're already short. And I was barely trusting it on this one, and this one wouldn't even bite. So, and of course it's like a really coarse thread, and it's not like a screw that I've got just a random extra length size for already that I could use. I'm like, oh yeah, I've got this size. It's like a plastic wood type screw, so it's like very, very pointy with like a very coarse thread. So it's not something that we have. I mean, I could literally go to the Home Depot and like see if I can find a longer version of that screw, and then maybe have that and then feel more comfortable about it. But even then, you've got two screws per foot, and if you flip it, now it's one screw per foot with a gap based on this recessed top that they didn't think about with the case design, with the feet being able to make up for that bridge gap, so that the feet have a gap at the top if you flip it.
Yeah.
And
Welcome. Thank you for joining us for the first time. We
thanks.
are having a very unsuccessful experience building in the Montech HS02 Pro due to fitment with a Montech Hyperflow Silent 360 AIO, which is funny because if you heard the two keywords that I used the same word 2 times, and that word was Montech and Montech.
Well, it's also funny because if they just joined, they're hearing a voice but not seeing the person.
Hi.
Yeah, that doesn't help. That doesn't help either.
I'm sitting on the dog ground
You're
with
sitting
my
on
dog.
the dog. You're sitting on the dog.
I already sat on my Mac earlier, and now I'm sitting my dog.
Yeah.
And Willow has something to say to you.
No, this case is a little disappointing, and that's why we're not going to continue with the build, because Montech sent supporting hardware, and the supporting hardware itself is not compatible. And we were going to try and attempt to flip the case upside down, because apparently you can do that, but the case feet are very, it's not very, it doesn't instill much confidence in me with how the install goes. And one foot didn't even want to do it because the threads were already shot out for the screw to not even thread in. So you can't even really do that.
Timothy. Sorry to hear about your power. I hope that you're warm. Warm is probably the key thing here. Safe also. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to throw that at you. That scared the shit out of me too, sorry.
All right, but this is as far as we're getting with the build.
We've had a really fun experience. So does that mean that you're not going to be gaming tonight? Or you will try to game until you can't? Oh gosh. My ankles are not supporting me right now.
And wait a minute. So, if we were to flip it, think about that. If we were to flip it,
It
and the
wouldn't.
GPU would sag with go this way, this bracket, you would have to rip off the adhesive.
Yeah. Fun. Okay, no more. We can't talk about this
This
any
is like
longer.
oversight after oversight.
Okay.
All right, well, this wraps up. This is actually our first unsuccessful build stream we've had.
It's really fun when these brands can take down the house, if you know what I mean.
Well, I mean, in terms of like a quick 1 to 2 hour build without any issues, there's only been a few cases that have had good experiences with that. I mean, like the Masterframe 600, good experience, just
A lot of customization.
a lot of customization because we wanted to do things different in that case because we had the expectation.
Right.
It would have been a very easy build experience if you just wanted to do a traditional build, in which case, sure, but then why would you buy that case in the first place?
I do like this
So-
rubber leather tab.
Yeah, it's just like a faux leather. It's
And
just
faux
rubber.
leather, he means rubber.
Yeah. It's just rubber made to look like leather, which is really funny. But yeah, no, this HS02 Pro still has a lot of potential, but there's quite a few things that I would change, and this might be a good case to mod, because the mods that would require for like better fitment, stuff like that. It could be a fun thing. So like for instance, you could absolutely do like wow. You could do like 3D printed feet. That would work a lot better than just swapping the feet from the top to the bottom.
Yeah, so if you're a modder, you might love this case.
Yeah, but
If
doing
you have
a
a
full
3D
build,
printer, you might love this case.
yeah, but doing the full build in one go on stream is not possible, unfortunately. And
Yeah. Well,
so that's how it goes.
um,
But yeah, that wraps up tonight's stream. I think you guys will we'll have something completely different for next week.
next week, maybe, if I can get John to, we have to service our 3D printers, which is sad.
Well, no, not service it. We have to just do maintenance.
That's what I meant, sorry.
And it's
Like
not
you take your
sad.
car into service.
Right, but it's just like greasing a few things, cleaning a few things.
What I'm saying is I would love to do my X50 build on stream. But I also want to film it for Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we'll just CPU only loop this thing next week.
Yeah.
And maybe we can have a redemption tour. Timothy says, "Hi, Willow. Did you hear her squeak? The loudest squeaker toy in the entire goddamn world." Yeah, Whelp is how I feel about this too.
Mm-hmm.
I feel A, defeated, B, sad that I feel defeated.
I'm just disappointed.
Yeah.
Got a high standard. I mean, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm really not. I'm just trying to be truthful.
Well, I think that it's more so that we are end users ourselves. We also understand that the cost of this hobby, what is it called, cost of entry, is way higher than it used to be, especially and it just is getting higher and higher as every single day passes, it seems like. So sure, the case is at a great price point of $95 USD. But currently on sale, and 7 left in stock on Amazon US, to be exact. But I don't know, it's just
I would do a 3D printed power supply bracket instead of this metal one.
And swap it.
That would flip it. That would, and that I mean, it could be. We could do a few mods on this that are like that don't require any cutting, right? We do a few like 3D printed base mods that like make compatibility a little bit more wide open, including just like a little spacer that would move the radiator over like just a few mils to get those daisy chains to fit. And then what we would do is we would put those files
up available
just free.
Free, yeah. PC downtime sucks for the end user too. 100%. I brought that up earlier. There's so many people that we talk to that are like, hey, it's Christmas break. I finally have time to do my build. Or I have a long weekend at work and I can tear apart my build in this time. But like now they're going back to Micro Center. Now they're going to Whole Foods to drop off their Amazon return. And if your Whole Foods is anything like my Whole Foods, the line goes outside the door for Amazon returns nowadays. And that's annoying in and of itself. There's just a lot of not practical, not convenient, in fact, more inconvenient than convenient things. So I do wish, I was mentioning earlier for those who weren't here, that Lee & Lee, whether they do it or not anymore, they used to send us cases, or rather to have
all
John,
sorts of stuff.
Yeah, just to see if have us build in it, see if there were any changes that they needed to make, and then they would make the changes before the product went to production. And I think that's honestly how Lee & Lee became one of probably the best-selling cases out there, is they just thought of everything. And I remember building my first PCs, probably one of them was in a Lee & Lee case. And I just remember thinking, oh, they thought of everything, they thought of everything, they thought of everything. And I think that's really important. And you can buy Lee & Lee cases for sub $100 too.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to put two brands against each other. I'm just using that as an example, a real life example of what we have experienced. But like, just think about the end user, think about the time and money, and time is money, so that cost as well. $94 is great, but is it great for the headache? I'm not entirely sure. It's just slightly disappointing. But at least we got 10 cable ties out of it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, this wraps it up, you guys. We're going to maybe make a post about this later this week or something, and some ideas for a 3D printed mod or two to make this all work. And I think, honestly, I want to use the Superflower fans.
Okay.
Because they have a nice...
we'll figure it all out later.
Like gunmetal-esque color code.
Well, thank you for being here. And if you aren't subscribed already or following already, subscribe, follow. If you're on YouTube, go to Twitch. If you're on Twitch, go to YouTube. You know, do the whole thing. It's the whole thing. Support us. It helps us. We can keep these things going. And hope that Montech doesn't send a hitman after us.
No, please don't hate us. Just please take some criticism on the chin, please.
Lord, help me. Okay. Love you all. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.